21 months since my hair transplant procedure. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Matt and you are watching the Hair Transplant channel, where it's all about stopping our hair loss, getting our hair back, and hair transplant. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. Especially thank you to all of my regular watchers. For all you guys who are watching me for the first time, I would like to answer you some basic questions that I'm usually getting only from you. I got a hair transplant in Turkey, in Istanbul. It cost me around 2,100 euro together with the hotel for 3 days, and I got 3,700 grafts implanted. That's how it used to look before, and that's how I look right now, as you can see. The clinic I used for a hair transplant is called Elite Hair Transplant, and the link to my clinic is in the description below, as well as to all the products and shampoos I use to prevent my further hair loss after my hair transplant. So please make sure you always read the video description, because there is a lot of useful information in there and many questions already answered there. Thank you so much for this understanding. 21 months since my hair transplant procedure, I can tell you that I am very pleased with how the result kind of turned out. Sure, it's not perfect, guys. There are some shortcomings also to my hair transplant. As you can see, the frontal hairline isn't as perfect, or as smooth as it could have been, but I already got used to it. Many of you know it, many don't. I recede on the crown, not on the crown, on the mid scalp. It's better. Here you can see that there are spots that are thinner. I keep my hair longer to mask it like this, so I comb it like to the side, but you can see that there is some recession, okay, some hair loss. So what am I doing to kind of prevent this from happening further? What am I doing to make the hair thicker? Things that I'm using is Minoxidil. I'm using a Derma Roller, the laser helmet from iRestore. I'm using saw palmetto, which is a DHT blocker, like the strongest natural DHT blocker probably. These are the basic things, besides some supplements that I use to like promote my testosterone, block estrogen, to balance my stress levels, like zinc, iron, B vitamins, vitamin C. Let's come back to Minoxidil. This is probably the newest thing that I started to use like 1.5 months ago. I experienced shock loss. After 2 weeks, 10, 12 hairs on average fell off with every use of Minoxidil. I used always like 1 milliliter of this liquid, put it on my scalp, massaged it in. After 5-6 weeks, I'm noticing maybe like 4 hairs that are like falling off with every massaging, with every procedure. So definitely the shock loss was there, and it should be expected. You should also expect it if you are about to start using it. Any kind of, you don't have to use this one I'm using. I'm just using, you can also use different brands. I'm using this brand for Hair Restoration Laboratories because it doesn't contain alcohol. I found out that alcohol, as I was using my own Minoxidil, it contained also alcohol, and that made my scalp like itchy, dry, and also I had some troubles falling asleep, believe me or not. I felt this weird heat around my ears, some heart pounding, and it was like over 2-3 weeks, like it didn't go away. So I was like, hey, let's stop this. You know, I know some of you guys will just go through that, maybe it will stop eventually after a couple of months, but I just didn't want that, so I stopped it for good, and now I started this one, and luckily I don't have any of these side effects so far. It's been, as I said, like 1.5 months already, so I hope it's gonna be like that. So now, what am I using to promote the effectiveness of Minoxidil? I am using the Derma Roller, and I am using the wooden brush with wooden bristles. They have like the needles, which are longer or shorter. The shorter the needles, the more frequently you should use. You can use Derma Roller. The longer the needles, the less frequently you can use that. Here are some charts that I use right now for the orientation, and also great website on the informations about Derma Rollers. How often should you use them for hair loss, or also skin benefits? So this is the 0.5 millimeter one. I use it only once a week, always on Sunday, okay? And then after I use it, I apply my Minoxidil. On the rest of the days, like the 6 days in the week, I only use my Minoxidil without any derma rolling, okay? So This one I use once a week. Now, I also plan to buy the 0.25 millimeter Derma Roller, because this one I'm able to use like every 3 days. That way I can boost the absorption of minoxidil more frequently. Because if I only use this once a week, I will only be able to boost the absorption of minoxidil once a week on Sundays. But if I use the 0.25 millimeter Derma Roller like every 3 days, there are going to be like 2-3 days a week that I will be able to boost the absorption of minoxidil. And there are many studies which were made on using minoxidil together with microneedling therapy, which is Derma Roller. And there was the study, you can find also in the description below, where there was a significant difference between patients who only used minoxidil and patients who used minoxidil and Derma Roller. So Derma Roller works, it requires consistency as minoxidil. It's a cheap piece of plastic, but you should put it every time you use it, put it in alcohol, hydrogen peroxide or something like that. It will last you longer, okay? The way I use it, I choose a spot on my scalp which is receded. Let's say it's the hairline here, okay? So I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Horizontal, vertical movements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then maybe like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, see, it's already red. It's enough, guys. You shouldn't push it further. Already seen that this spot got a little red. Depends on your skin sensitivity. I wouldn't really push like further. Then you just switch and you go to other spot which is also bald. So I use it normally. I don't want to use it here because I used it on Sunday. I used it last Sunday, so I don't want to use it again since I'm only allowed to use it once a week. But just for a demonstration, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after that, I move like somewhere here maybe, and then maybe here, and I slowly work all my scalp, all my receded scalp. So that's how I use it. It takes maybe 5-6 minutes to do it. I push slightly, you know, I push slightly, but not too much, okay? You know, if you want to push it more, just put your index finger here and you just push slightly more. Sometimes I do it, but I don't overdo it, okay? Especially with the longer one, 1.5 millimeter, you don't want to push almost at all. You just really roll it and slightly push, and that's enough, okay? As soon as you see some redness, that's good. It works. Then you just switch to minoxidil, apply the minoxidil, and it will boost the absorption of the minoxidil liquid long term. That was the minoxidil, that was the Derma Roller. So these are the things that I'm using, as well as the shampoos. If you want to check them out, if suddenly your bottle of minoxidil or of your shampoo just emptied out, you are searching for a new product, you are not satisfied with your shampoo, I really can recommend and speak for these products. So far, no problems. I have really good feeling. I also made the review about the DHT blocking shampoo that I'm using right now every day, and it's really consists only from natural ingredients. I really love it so far, guys. So if you want, check out my description below. There is the link where you can get it, and if you use my discount code, you can also get 15% off out of the whole shipment. So that's great, guys, so why not? Alright, guys, the second thing that I'm using is the brush with wooden bristles. They are rounded wooden bristles. What I'm doing basically on other days that I'm not using my Derma Roller, I am just kind of massaging it slightly like this, but I cannot massage it like that on the top because I would pull out a lot of my hair because it's very thin and weak. So what I do here, I just push it kind of and then do like that. Push and pull, push and pull, you know, pull, push and pull. I don't do this like this because you will just mess up your hair, especially me, and I would like pull out a lot of hair. I tried it and it didn't work out, and then I seen so many hairs on my palm and I was like, no. So that's where I found out this. I did that, boom, this here. And trust me, if you do it like 5 minutes, after a while you will feel the blood rushing into your scalp and you will feel that something is going on there. Just doing that, see? Slightly massaging it. Again, I do it every night, and after that I apply my minoxidil, okay? Here is the laser helmet that I also use every second day for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I've been using this device since the last 4 months, guys, and for now I cannot really tell you that it works because I still am searching for these results in the mirror. I'm like, hey, I've been using it for 4 months. So far I did not experience any significant hair regrowth so far. It says that it will help you maintain your hair loss, it will help you prevent further hair loss, but it should also help your hair to grow thicker, especially the thinning hair. That's why the lasers are there, and that's why all the studies were made on this subject. So I hope this thing will work better in the future, especially in the next couple of months. So I'm gonna post some more updates on that, but so far I haven't noticed any significant improvements, or not even slight improvements, actually, to be honest, because that's what I want to be with you guys, very honest. So you also know that once you get this weakness of hair loss, stress can really speed up further hair loss. So that's what you don't want. That's why ashwagandha is great. I use zinc, I use pumpkin seed oil, I use iron supplement, I eat a lot of salmon, omega-3s, I supplement with saw palmetto, biotin, B vitamins, vitamin C. So make sure you also check out these supplements. If you have more questions about each and every supplement I mentioned, let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, so I hope I was able to make a very insightful video for you. Let me know in the comments below if I was missing something, what I should improve in the future. For all you guys who are serious about searching a hair transplant clinic, a good quality hair transplant clinic for a good price, make sure you check out my website maddominance.com, where you can download my free ebook, 5 things I wish I'd known before my hair transplant procedure, things that I want you to do better right from the start. Get a great specialist, great hair transplant surgeon who will help you with your problem, and get a quality hair transplant analysis, how many grafts you need, how much will it cost. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe as always. It was Mad Dominance, it was a pleasure today, and I'm already looking forward to see you in the next video. So like a basic pompadour, but I don't really style it up so much. Alright guys, so this is the number one that I really like.